All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. And Beta 45 is finally here, and most of you have probably gotten your game updated already. There's a lot to unpack in this update, a lot of different adjustments and different things to go over. So I'm going to break this down into 3 parts so that the videos don't get too very long, and I can spread them out a little bit. I don't have time to do the entire review at the same time. So this first one, we are going to talk about the hero balances and adjustments to the heroes. And then the part 2 will be all about the support items. Part 3 will be kind of everything else, new game modes, battlefield adjustments, information screens, that sort of thing, bug fixes. So we'll get to part 3 sometime towards the end of next week or the beginning of the one after that. But for now, let's go over the hero balances that we have with this Beta 45 that was released on Wednesday. First thing, we've got Moren, the Techno Whiz. He was adjusted. It looks like they are unhappy with how Moren has not been chosen very good. He's slightly weak. So they've readjusted things for him. His passive is extended a little bit, so he gets stacks, and the more stacks he gets, the more defensive stats he gets. So stacks last longer, defensive stats last longer. Skill 1 is got some buffs across the board. Cooldown is 10%, not half a second. Whenever he hits a normal attack, he gets cooldown reduction on that. Lifesteal's increased, mana cost is decreased. So across the board, skill 1 increases. Skill 2 has had some cooldown reductions and some mana cost reductions. And then his ultimate, as we said, looks like they've reduced the mana cost and increased the damage. This slow is kind of a range, and he doesn't get the bonus damage on his normal attacks anymore. But overall, they believe that this is going to be a good buff for Moren. Kaine has been nerfed again. Their reasoning is that he's still getting banned a lot. I'm not sure if that's because he's still really good or if people just haven't tried him lately and they're just kind of perma-banning Kaine. So this really could nerf him into the ground if they're not careful. A few people feel like maybe they're going to see that he is super weak now with some of these nerfs, and that they will have to buff him again a little bit later, but we'll see how that goes. For now, skill 1 base damage decreased, skill 2 recovery decreased. So nerfs for Kaine. Brunhilda has got a movement ability change with her ultimate Entrench. You don't have to walk in and plant yourself down anymore. There is a slight, almost like a flicker movement that you can use. You can get across certain walls and position yourself a little bit better to get into your ultimate with Brunhilda. So that's probably a pretty good buff for her. Looking forward to one similar. They're still testing the Diochan update where she can cast her ultimate instead of having to stand still. So it'll be similar to that. Make it a little bit better for Brunhilda. Darcy is getting buffed, and in this they're acknowledging that they've done quite a bit to buff Darcy already, and a highly skilled individual with Darcy is got a pretty decent win rate. He's a high skill hero, and it says that many archers and mage players have expressed frustration when facing a high skilled Darcy. But it kind of looks like maybe they're aiming for the standard player, the new player, who has a little bit more trouble with Darcy. His win rate's not quite what they expected. So they're giving him a cooldown reduction on both his skill 1 and his ultimate, hoping that they'll see some more performance out of Darcy. Ming has been buffed. His base HP has increased, and the passive, the connection, the heal with his passive, and every time a normal attack hits, every 5 seconds, the normal attack does additional damage and gives you a little bit of a heal boost. So all of his heals with his passive has been increased. And skill 1, right now his skill 1 and skill 2 are weird. Skill 1's the one that links him. Skill 2 is the one that swaps between offense and defense. And so what they've done is they've split how the offensive and defensive stats are increased. So when skill 1 gets leveled up, that increases the attack stats, and when skill 2 gets leveled up, that increases the defensive stats. So they've kind of broken that out a little bit here with Ming, and hopefully his heals, and they're saying that hopefully he'll make him one of the most reliable support choices. Krizzix has been buffed, and it's just a movement speed buff, so he continues to just disappear, but now he can disappear and move around a little bit faster. Roxie has been adjusted, not really a buff or anything like that, but adjusted. I feel maybe it is kind of a buff, honestly, because now her ultimate is not just a control effect, it is a full suppression effect, which I think is much needed. Highly mobile heroes like AOV and Nakroth, people like that, are able to jump out of her ultimate. I've found that it was not functioning very well because it never really grabbed on and kept people like it was supposed to. So we've got full suppression for Roxie's ultimate. And those are the hero adjustments in beta 45 right now. I hope everybody is having fun with the new version. Coming up soon, like I said, part 2, we'll be talking about the support changes, and part 3 is going to be the last one because there are new game modes and other things that I don't know if level infinite is ever going to unlock, so we're going to give them a little bit of time to see if we're going to get to play some of those, or if it's just an academic exercise for them. So that'll be the last part of this series, and then we will have reviewed all of the patch notes from beta 45. I appreciate everybody hanging on and watching this until the end. If you did enjoy this content and are looking forward to part 2 and part 3, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. The subscriptions and any comments that you make, all of those things help the algorithm and help me to grow and continue to make content from North America on Arena of Valor. Again, thank you for watching the video, and I will see you all on the battlefield.